time for that age-old philosophical question that will forever challenge us until we cease to exist. What would Jesus do for a Klondike bar? I bet you would get crucified. You ever wonder that since Jesus was a carpenter and worked with wood all of his life, if he ever gave shit to the people that nailed his ass to that cross? And gave him shit for how shoddily they made that goddamn thing? You ever think about that? Dude, if it were me and I was a goddamn carpenter, I'd be giving people shit all day for that thing. I could have this motherfucker built in half the time. You wouldn't have to waste all that fucking time beating me to build the motherfucker.
Oh! That was good.
Something else that's kind of interesting to me about Jesus, do you ever notice that his story would make a perfect My Baby's Daddy expose on Jerry Springer? Anybody else realize that? Make the perfect goddamn My Baby's Daddy story in the expose. Two people claiming to be the child's father and a woman who claims to be a virgin. That's good fucking television, folks. Something else I also find interesting, especially with these Jerry Springer groups, that deals with God in particular, that one of the 10 commandments is, thou shalt not commit adultery. Don't you find it odd that God knocked up a married woman? That's a big fucking check in the adultery column, wouldn't you think? Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Now, last week, Terry talked about gay movies, so I'm going to continue on with that tradition, but my movie isn't as ambiguous as hers was. Mine is Brokeback Mountain, which to begin with is a pretty gay title when you think about it. But my questions and observations really deal with the casting of that particular movie, because there's no real way anybody's going to win in that situation, because either Jake and Heath walked into the studio and said, we, two straight men, would like to fuck each other in the ass on camera. And they told them, well, we're not making a movie like that. Well, we'd like to do it anyways. Or the studio went to them and said, you two straight men would make the perfect gay couple for our movie. What do you say? It's a little thought. Now, this next thing is a little bit of a lecture, but it's not too bad. It's about labels, things that we do constantly. We enjoy labeling people because we always want to know who's who and what's what. And I really do have a problem with that, just in particular because I think it really defeats the entire process and purpose of actually living a decent life. But my thing really deals with teachers. And the proof of the labels with teachers is that most of them in college, you can't call them anything else but doctor, because they work so goddamn hard to get that stupid fucking title that they encourage you to call them doctor. Doesn't that kind of prove that everything they work for defeats the entire purpose? That they work so hard not to increase their intellect or thought process, but just to get a title. Isn't that great? Isn't that noble? But speaking of teachers, when you look at them, you really have to realize that the entire system of education is completely broken. Think about it. You have people that clearly failed in life teaching people how not to fail in life. It's a great system, isn't it? These people, and first of all, you have to realize that your dreams aren't always going to come true for two reasons. One, because your dream isn't a real dream, meaning that you're going out to achieve money and fame and stardom. And if you do those things and you honestly believe that if you sell yourself out enough, you'll eventually get rewarded, you're doomed to fail. And also, there are too many people wanting to crush your dreams, all right? The teachers are the people who want to crush your dreams. These are people that never made it into the movies or the top shelf of Borders. And they're trying to teach you how not to fail. There's a gap in logic here somewhere. Now, the last thing I have on my list is I think we need to abolish the fucking Lifetime channel. Lifetime has done nothing but show women that men are vain, brutal, greedy, fucked up assholes who just want to fuck women and leave them. And we are, but they gotta stop telling the fucking truth. That's hurting us. Alright? And I mean, They tell the truth about big things, all right? They keep on telling you that men are gonna hurt you. That's something you need to learn in life. You need to learn the hard things in life on your own. Hey, I learned not to stick metal objects into wall outlets on my own. Perhaps you need to learn that men are assholes on your own. Something else that interests me about it is the fact that the lies they tell on that thing. There's actually one movie where they told you that if you download and watch a lot of porn, jocks are going to beat the shit out of you. I'm not making this up. This kid downloaded and watched a ton of porn, and then some hot girl actually wanted to fuck him, and he said no. So, to punish him, the jocks at the school beat the shit out of him. Where the fuck are we getting this stuff from? Look, I know for a fact that when I download and watch porn, I'm not going to get the shit kicked out of me by jocks, okay? Lifetime is lying to you. But to be fair, I enjoy Lifetime. I do. Every now and then I like to turn off the lights, sit in my boxers, eat some ice cream, and watch Lifetime. I really do. I really, really do. But they gotta reverse the order of things. They gotta start telling you lies about big things and start telling you the truth about small things. And really, do women need this shit? Because if they do, that's fine, but at the same time, you have to understand that men need their shit, and therefore, if you can have yours, we can have ours, and everybody just needs to shut the fuck up. Thank you.
Zach the Riker, everybody! Woo!